just 2 cents on the topic of surrounding yourself with the right people. Recently I found myself doubting about my projects and my ambitions, stuff like that, because that's what happens at the early stages all the time. And I have a friend who got great results in e-commerce before I started e-commerce, and he's ahead of me, and he's already expatriated in Dubai and stuff like that. And me, I'm like, and I'm adapting with my projects, and I'm like, shit, like, should I keep going? Should I switch? Should I pivot? Should I do this? Should I do that? And then I catch myself, and I hate when I do that, but I catch myself lowering my expectation and my ambitions to fit my current reality, and I hate when I do that. But sometimes it just, and that's when it comes. What it's super important to surround yourself with someone who and if possible multiple people who are like ahead of you or actually at the same stage, but like who aim higher and stuff like that. And talking with him was so great because I was supposed to go to Dubai with him, expatriate myself this year with him, and I got like a roadblock. It didn't happen, and I had to not start from zero, but like I didn't get the result I wanted, so I didn't have the money to switch country. And I was like, and I see him, he's like in Dubai and stuff like that, and I'm like, gosh, I wish I was there. Like I was supposed to go there, like, I mean, there is no supposed to, that doesn't exist, but I was like, that was my plan. It didn't happen. And then I'm like, I call him, we FaceTime, and then he talks about the life in Dubai, how are his ambition, what is his next plan and stuff like that. And having someone who is ahead of me and already accomplished, first, it proves me that this is doable. I mean, of course it's doable, and of course he put the hard work and stuff like that, but like when you see one of your closest friend succeeding, you're like, he proved me that this is possible, and therefore I have to not give up and keep pushing forward, and the way he describes his ambition, the way he describes his vision, the way he describes the life in Dubai, and here I remember he told me like, yeah, I've seen this in Dubai, I could picture you here, I'm sure you would love it and stuff like that. And the details he described, the stories he tells me, I'm like, wow, that gives me goosebumps. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I needed. He sends me like pictures of his apartment, tells me like the story of what he sees in the restaurant, how is it to live there, how he's gonna, negotiate new prices with his manufacturer, how he's gonna arrange his logistic and stuff like that. And that gives me so much fuel, because right now I'm not where I want to be. And when I look around me, I'm like, that's not where I want to be. And when you're alone and when you're tunneled in your project, especially when you're a solopreneur, you don't have a team to manage, to give hope to. You don't have like people that to who you owe something, or investors. You're just alone. You're just alone with yourself. And then you're like, and you can find yourself like today or a few days ago, like, should I lower my expectations? And then those people, they come back to you in the conversation, and they remind you why you started for. And this is so powerful. And that's when you realize that it's all about emotion at the end of the day. Like, seriously, like, I could writing on paper, right? Don't lower your ambition. You just have to pass this test. You just have to go through this. This will be all right. La la la. I could write it down, understand it, be like, yeah, that makes sense, stuff like that. But emotionally, you still have your emotions. Sometimes your guts, or sometimes your intuition, whatever it is. I don't know. It's gonna come to you, and it's gonna be whispering that thing like, "Are you sure?" Yes, I'm sure. Yes, but are you sure? Yes, I'm very sure. Yes, but are you sure? It's like, and having this kind of friend and surround yourself with the right people, it's crucial. It's so crucial, and that's why like these days I'm like lowering my level of interaction with some other people that I have in mind, that are like constantly bringing my vision down. Who say like, yeah, but are you sure? Are you sure you want to keep doing this? Yeah, but there is this problem that coming in, and tax regulation are changing, and it's hard, and it's risky, and maybe it's not gonna work, and it's not so bad here, and maybe you should be here with us, and maybe la la la. Why are you so selfish with your time and stuff like that? And having these kind of friends makes the difference. Share this video with someone that is this person that inspires you and is in your circle, or your buddy, that stays with you and helps you to stay on track. And if you don't have anyone to send that video to, then you really very urgently need to find at least one person who's like that for you. Peace.